How hard is it to kite as a priest in Guts and Blackpowder? To be honest, I can answer that right now and say it's difficult without a doubt. The many classes besides the priest class that you can choose from are far better choices to solo kite with because they offer a better weapon class than the priest does. And if you don't know what kiting is in gaming terms, the most simple way I can put it in is damaging the enemy while just being out of reach. And in Guts and Blackpowder, there are many maps you can do this in, but for now, we'll just do the map I know best, which is Triolin Village. I never know if I'm ever even saying that correctly or not. Now that we have a map chosen for kiting, let's lean back into what we're actually working with. Comparing the priest class with the rest, you can really say anything because really every class in the game has their own unique abilities. But what makes the priest the most difficult class to kite with is for its horrifying hit range. Not horrifying for the zombies, but the player. Other classes have a decent hit range with their
Sabre,
or pike, and so on. So why does range matter if it still does damage just like any other weapon in the game? Well, simply to answer that, this is not a regular game. The zombies we have here aren't going to have different designs just to maybe have an increase in health or damage. So let me quickly introduce you to the zombie variant. 1. The Shambler. Just like any other zombies, it walks around the map just to hit you until you die. But that was probably false information I just gave you because you're most likely to not actually die from it hitting you, but rather from it grabbing you. Yes, most of these zombies have the ability to grab you, and if you get caught by one of them without any sort of teammates to hit them off you, they're all going to grab you. I mean all of them. Mostly the ones that are around you. 2. The Runner. And if you have an assumption about this variant, you're probably correct. Just as the name suggests, yes, it runs with the intention of tackling you. And yes, it's one that most players get rage baited on. 3. The Bomber. He can either be a friend or a foe depending on how you use him. You can be a sapper building walls and he sneaks out to blow everything you build. Or you can ignite him in a crowd full of his own zombie kind and clear a few zombies you wouldn't have quickly as he does. There are 3 other zombie variants, but just so I don't keep you bored, and I did just go over the main zombies we're going to have problems with, let's skip those 3. Even though it is really difficult to kite as a priest, that doesn't make it impossible, and in this run I'm just proving that. I start out in the middle house for early kills and maybe a bomber if I get luck, but as I move through each of the 3 houses I'll be moving through, my attention and focus are mainly directed to the runners. They have the most chance of killing me out of any zombie in the match and are most likely to be the most difficult to handle if the scenario is in their favor. And what I mean by that is because right now you're not really seeing much of a threat from these guys. They're coming one by one and it looks really simple, but what happens when they come in a group? And that is one of the most hardest scenarios to handle because there is kind of a way to survive it, but very little chance of doing so. And I'm sorry that I didn't introduce you to this information earlier, but Warner's pathfinding isn't directly on you as you would have thought and is actually predicting and going in the direction you are going. So with that, you can actually spin them for a few seconds and get them to lock away from you for another few seconds. And this information is really key because it gives you the chance to hit more runners than you would have when normally hitting them. And the problem I just explained, mostly it happens in this last wooden house. Simply maybe because
I don't even know really what to say.
Maybe even the runners know that you can't really go anywhere for a little bit, so they all push you at once, and sometimes they have a high chance of coming in a group. So we'll be trying to solve that as we push on and learn. Right now, I have handled all the runners and simply I'm just going to be going to this edge. Why in the world am I going to this edge? Well, the priest has a crucifix which does this, which I can just simply push, simply push. But it does have a stamina bar, so I have to quickly push my way out of the crowd and wait for it to charge back up. And I just do this by simply just running around and keeping a safe distance from the zombies. This is just a better way than just keep on hitting them and getting the chance of getting grabbed. And I would say this is a much more efficient way, so I'm just doing this. I seen this move off someone else. I forgot who I remember seeing this off, but
I did end the round with a spinny and
so I finished that match and that practice match, and I kind of want to show you the two ways it can go. It can either go like this, or this. And all those successes and failures were practice matches I did. And after those gut-wrenching attempts, I just felt that the last house had more to it than I saw, because I was tired of getting trapped. So I decided to add another route I knew with the current one I was using. It was this window that led me to a tight alleyway in front of where zombies spawn. But it also leads you to another building that has another little window jump to its other side. You must be wondering why there weren't a whole lot of zombies when I went through the window. When looping through the previous houses, it creates a large horde in those locations, and the game has a certain amount of zombies that can be active in the server at once. So basically, there weren't any spawning because they were all behind me. Also, you must be wondering how the hell will I escape when they all come back to me? Well, look at my crucifix stamina. I had not used it until this very moment to do my escape. And another question you might again come up with is, why not use the crucifix in the last house instead of doing all these extra steps? If you were to just use it in the last house and then loop back, I'm sure you can't use the crucifix again because there just won't be enough time to fill your bar back up. But as you see in this clip, after looping from the new route, we get our stamina back to use again because we gave it more time to do so. But the real question might be is, did it work? Did the kite and the route actually combine together and work as a team? And the answer to that is yes. Even though I only did this one time, it was actually very comfortable to use because there weren't any large groups so close to me, and I really didn't have to panic because my crucifix was right there for me. And if the devs ever do watch this, please fix this bug. I have to keep on spamming the chaplain class to finally get it, or it's just not gonna work for me. So as the match started, I was firstly just joking around, moving around, because this was the next day after the other recordings, so I wasn't used to the movement just yet. And as I was just moving around, I noticed the large amount of zombies that were following me. And this shouldn't be happening if my team was in the front. And clearly there wasn't no team players in the front, and it was just me. And I didn't notice that. So it kind of, for a couple of minutes, kind of ruined my opportunity to use the route. So I had to just kite normally and pray that a group of runners don't come in a straight line at me. And it was going all right. I can just say that for sure. And even though my stamina is full right here, you can clearly see me kind of nervous still because I really can't use that route unless all my teammates are dead. Because when I loop back and they are there, I'm probably going to die. I don't know, but That's just my gut feeling, and I wasn't trying to risk it, so. And it was going flawless right now. Look at this. As you can see, the bombers can be a friend and take out most of the zombies for you. And clearly, as you can see from this clip right here, they had absolutely gotten clapped. Just look at that viral, that nurse or dog viral. And there was actually 2. Scary. So scary, I actually decided to use the route. So I hopped out the window, looked for any runners because they can hop out the window if they're really close to, and we began the route. I would say I didn't use this route perfectly in this match, simply because I didn't really look at my crucifix stamina as much as I thought I had, and that was my downfall, I'm gonna guess. Or not even guessing, I just know it. I just know it's gonna be my downfall. And what I mean by that is just please use all of your crucifix stamina when you jump out of that wooden log house or whatever. I got real lucky right here, double bombers. Good runner kills. I hadn't run into any large hordes of runners beside me back in this area, but really didn't have to worry because I had my crucifix ready and loaded. At the time I'm editing this, I did try this route more times, and I can say it definitely works, but you just have to be careful of certain stuck zombies. And this is where it gets really fatal for me. I had thought I had used all my crucifix stamina, but there was just the tiniest smidge of stamina left, and I didn't realize till I was at the last house. So I used it when I went to the wooden house, and it was already too late for me. I got nervous, runners were on me, and game over. And that's the video for today, and if you stuck to the end, thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed and liked the video, go do it. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I really appreciate you guys for watching, whoever's watching. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. I'll meet you in the next video. Peace.